You gotta tell Grandma thank you for warming that up.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd
It's now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. McGee. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd and 2, McGee under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm not an advocate for bull crap like that, but I take it.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another carry.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5. in time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
With the score.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. You just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 30.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, here's the action.
Oh, my goodness.
Fournette, a first down, still going. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Bears 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1 yard. First down, Bears.
Looking to throw. Now they go
Go
straight.
block,
It's
go
complete.
block. Come on, y'all,
And they
go
get
block.
him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, Chicago.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Back. Again, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward from that 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw the ball! What are you doing? Throw the ball!
Back on his side of the field.
This kid is cheating.
Mack, and that will force a turnover on downs.
What the heck? Throw the ball.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. McGee, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And the Bears first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, my.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
Check it hotly.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on 3rd down. McGee.
Oh, how'd he get so open?
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
7-yard line.
No.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Bears.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
This is Vaughn.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And 8.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McGee.
Right there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Pick it off, 24. What are you doing? 24, what are you...
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. They'll run it again with Fournette.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 5.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
10-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
7-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the
get your
hands
shoes on.
X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So